There was a time when I led a very different life. I was one of the best generals of this country. I've spent my whole life fighting for my country. But the nobles didn't like me because the king listened to my advice, and they knew I posed a threat to their dirty business. I hadn't counted on their insidiousness. They used the king's wife to get me. I was blamed for her pointless murder. King Robar had no other choice. The services I had rendered my country saved me from the gallows, but they robbed me of my freedom. One day I'll be free again, then I shall return and take revenge. I shall have my revenge. May I pass through here?
Hey, no sweat, man. Come over here.
You okay?
I'm hiding away here. I don't care for the trash those guards are pulling off. But I've taken some pretty good stuff from the arsenal. If you need a weapon, just let me know.
Will you train me?
If you have enough ore, I'll teach you how to use a crossbow. Just pay me 200 ore.
Show me what you have. Will you train?
Hey, shh, be quiet.
Hello, Diego. What's the meaning of all this hide-and-seek business?
Haven't you heard?
Heard what?
The old mine caved in. The fire mages were assassinated, and there are plans to raid the free mine.
What? What are you talking about? How could the old mine cave in?
One of the diggers who survived it told us that they were digging, and they hit an underground river on the bottom level. When the water gushed into the mine, one of the supports broke, and the entire upper section collapsed. Only a handful of people managed to escape from the mine.
Why are the fire mages dead?
That's a long story.
Just tell me about it. It's not the first long story I've had to listen to.
Well then, luckily I was in the ore baron's house when they got the news that the mine had collapsed. Gomez was hopping mad when he heard about the accident, and he was afraid that his position could be at stake.
Of course, who controls the ore controls the colony as well.
That's right. Since he has no source of income anymore, the goods from the outside world won't come in anymore either. Nobody will work for him if he doesn't get another source of income soon.
And that's the reason for the raid on the free mine?
To be honest, that's Gomez's only chance to maintain his power. 2 hours ago, 24 guards set out for the free mine.
That's mad. I need to warn the new camp.
Then you must hurry up. They'll have almost reached the free mine.
But they never get through the fortifications of the new camp.
They don't need to get through them. A few months ago, they found a path that leads over the mountains and right to the free mine, and nobody else knows about it.
I've seen the guards in front of the locked gates.
Stay away from them. They'll attack anybody approaching the camp. They are afraid of somebody avenging the raid on the free mine.
But what happened to the fire mages?
Khorinis and the other mages were the only people in the camp to remain rational. They forbade the raid and demanded a settlement with the 2 other camps.
They forbade Gomez to raid the free mine?
Well, yes. Khorinis and the others shouldn't have been so self-confident. Gomez didn't trust them anymore and had them perfidiously assassinated.
What are you and Milton going to do now?
We'll stay here for a while to warn some more friends so they don't bump straight into the guards. But you could do us a favor.
Consider it done. Tell me what you want.
Look out for Lester and Gorn. They need to know what happened here. Tell them that the 4 of us will meet at the same place as always.
If I see them before you do, I'll warn them and send them to your meeting point.
Thanks, my friend. You really seem to be an all right guy. Go now. We'll meet again later.
Can you teach me something?
Yes. I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon.
Take care.
Not bad.
They are all dead. I couldn't help them. I was not there.
Calm down, Milton. I've already met Diego on the other side of the camp.
Good. Then you know. What did Diego say?
If I can find Gorn and Lester, I'll warn them and send them to your meeting place.
Good luck and take care. Hello.
I met Gorn.
Really? Where?
By the old ruined monastery by the sea. The two of us searched it for treasures.
I'm sure he'll tell me all about it when we meet again.
Lester and I took out the mountain fort.
He told me about it. Apparently, you can be trusted.
Where have the four of you been meeting so far?
Oh, here and there. We meet in a lot of different places. See you later.
Traitor! To think we let a thing like you join the guards. Blah!
Hey, what are you talking about, Fletcher?
You're in with that new camp scum, aren't you?
Hold on.
I guess you must have thought we wouldn't figure it out, huh?
Ho! Hold your horses.
No, you hold on! Hold on to your head, 'cause you're going to be missing it soon! Die, traitor! You'll be sorry for that.
Awaken!
How are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing here?
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
So?
All the magicians of fire are dead. Gomez had them assassinated.
It won't be easy to straighten that out.
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp. They want a meeting at the usual place.
It was about time!
What happens now?
I'm gonna stay here a bit longer to study the old books.
I don't understand.
Master Iberian used to say, a student tries to move things with his hands and feet. The master moves them with his spiritual powers.
Okay, I get the point.
Take care.
Thank you. I'll be on my way now.
May the sleeper protect you.
I'm glad you returned. Something terrible has happened.
Let me guess, the free mine has been assaulted by the guards from the old camp. Nobody saw them coming?
Hang on. How? But of course. You found out about it in the old camp. Gorn arrived here just before you did. What could have caused Gomez to dare to take such an aggressive step? He should be aware that such a heinous act can only provoke war.
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
Collapsed? Of course. Then the whole thing makes sense. Gomez has his back to the wall. He's more dangerous than ever. Now that he doesn't have anything left to lose, He'll do anything.
Gomez has had all of the Magicians of Fire killed.
Had them killed? Why in Beliar's name would he do a thing like that?
They were against the attack on the Free Mine and opposed Gomez.
Then we're all doomed. Without the other 6 magicians, we'll never be able to control the concentrated power of the massive ore mound. But in spite of that, I thank you for passing this dangerous message on to me.
I have been exiled from the old camp because I have helped you.
You don't belong to the old camp any longer? Then I welcome you to our community.
Does that mean the mercenaries will take me on?
Talk to Lee. He'll see to it. Then come back to me.
When you sent me to the Magicians of Fire, you mentioned there was somebody.
Well, I had hoped we could make it without his help, but the way things are developing...
Who is he?
All right. Many, many years ago.
Give me the shortened version, please.
Be patient. Well, when we, the 12 magicians, created the barrier back then, our magic powers were directed and controlled by a 13th magician.
A 13th magician? I thought there were only 12.
Most people who did not experience the early days of the colony believe that. This 13th magician was our leader. All this took place before we were divided into the circles of fire and water. But he left the old camp, which was once the only camp of the colony.
What is this 13th magician called?
His name is Zardes. Hardly anybody remembers the old stories about him. The ones who do just call him the necromancer.
Why did he leave the old camp?
He started to investigate the invocation of undead and magical creatures. Gomez was not the only one who began to worry. Most of the other magicians opposed him as well, and his unholy deeds.
What happened then?
Unlike Gomez, he was no butcher, so he avoided the conflict and left.
Where is this magician today?
He lives in seclusion, in his tower in the middle of the Orc land. That's just about the southernmost point of the colony.
I'll make my way to Zardes and ask him for help.
He's the only one that can help us now. If he knows no way out or doesn't want to help us,
he will.
There is one other problem.
A problem?
Yes. Over the years, we've tried to get in touch with Zardes several times, but it looks like he prefers to remain undisturbed.
What does that mean?
None of the messengers ever returned from his tower. You'll have to find a way to get past his creatures.
Looks like this is going to be interesting. How will I get past his creatures?
If I knew that, I would tell you. I'd advise you to do some research in our library. Maybe you'll find something in the old books about the strengths and weaknesses of magically invoked creatures.
I'll rummage through the library, and don't worry, I'll be back.
May you return in one piece.
Hello!
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp.
That's good news.
They want to meet you and Lester at your usual rendezvous.
Thanks. There's nothing more valuable than good friends in troubled times like these. You're almost one of us by now. You're reliable.
What have you got planned now?
Our entire defense strategy will have to be changed. That takes time. Until Lee and his people are ready, I'll join Cord's Provisional Guard.
Are you planning a counterattack?
Not yet, but the day will come. If ever you're looking for me, start here and walk towards the mine. I'll be on guard there. Hello!
How's it going?
Everything's quiet. Nothing's moving in the free mine. Lee is still busy organizing our defense. See you later.
Hello.
The old camp has banned me. I'd like to join you.
You've done much for our camp. I can make good use of men like you. Let's keep it short. Welcome to the new camp, mercenary. Here, take some armor. Good that you're here with us.
I need better armor.
You'll first have to earn your armor. Apart from that, they don't come cheap.
Give me the heavy armor.
This armor is the best piece you'll ever get inside the barrier, and believe me, it's worth the ore.
What do you think about the mine?
They've gone too far. They'll be sorry for it.
Can you teach me something?
I can help you to get stronger and more dexterous.
I've given the list to Diego.
Good. I positioned some men on the path to the old mine. Thoris's guards are lying dead in the forest even as we speak.
They've already mugged the convoy? Where's my share?
Go to see Gorn. He'll give you something.
I know Gorn. He's no member of the gang. He's a mercenary who works for the mages.
Yeah, that's right.
Was he involved in this business?
Knowing too much isn't good for you. Just go to see him and collect your share.
Hello!
Why did you take part in one of the gang's raids?
Who says I did?
Why would you have so much of the stuff if it wasn't true?
Don't you think that this is all from one haul?
You take part in raids regularly?
If I did, I couldn't tell you. Lee wouldn't like that one bit.
I see.
See you later.